slightly strange view to spawn into. Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. We are working through the Fire Guild still. We are going to go and... Well, we just leveled up, which means we can go and train our speechcraft, which is always very exciting. And then we'll just carry on with our missions and be sexy and, you know, general things we do, to be honest. I have had very little sleep. We'll talk about that more, I'm sure, as we get through the video. Temple District, right? I think that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for... woman. really sums up life. I seek woman to teach me how to speak English.
You have my ear, citizen.
I don't have your ear. Stop accusing me of stealing your ears, please. I would never steal someone's ear. Is that a joke? That's kind of a joke.
Good day.
Tandilwe!
Good that you want to get better.
87. Still 2.5 levels to go. We are going to have to start thinking about what we'll be doing after Speechcraft, though. My current instinct is... It's not going to be a spell one, because all the spell ones, as we've seen, are very easy to level as you kind of just play the game. My current instinct is... maybe Armourer, because Armourer is a pain in the ass to level, but... what I really need is a way to level up a weapon. How would I level up a weapon? I need like an infinitely recharging enemy. Or I could buy like a really cheap weapon and beat up one of my Daedra. And then that would also beat me up, and therefore I would level up a little bit on my Armourer, you know? I don't know. Armourer will happen eventually, but it's miles behind right now. Anyways, I don't need to think about this right now. That's for future. So, we did Trolls of the Forsaken Mine last time around. We're going to head to Coral and turn the mission in. The Fighters Guild went in to clear the Cave of Trolls, thought you'd like to know. And I shouldn't reference that Turf's work. And the Blackwood Company showed up and messed things up, basically, because they're not very cool beans. You're not going to handle my spider, Daedra.
Hello.
She's kind of got it going on.
I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here not long ago.
You're back. What have you found out?
Nothing good, mate. Nothing good.
Dead. Dead. What happened? A journal? Let me see that. Blackwood Company. Bastards. Rank amateurs. I don't like to think how Velena is going to take this news. He was my responsibility. I'll be the one to tell her. I want you to lay low for a while. Talk to Azan or grow cash. Let me deal with Velena. You've still got a career ahead of you.
Do you not?
Bye.
Horrid beasts.
Bye.
I hate the things.
Poor guy. We're going to have to take down the Blackwood. It's like, it started off as like, well, yeah, I mean, the Blackwood Company, they're clearly dicks, but they're not really doing anything wrong, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Now they've crossed the line, you know? Right, let's go to Anvil. And then we'll go to Leowyn if need be. Someone will have a mission for me, I'm sure. Probably.
Hiding
I
citizen.
really like Anvil. I don't know what my favourite city is. I think Anvil's got nice. It's very open in a way that most of the other cities aren't. You know, it feels light and airy, which is really nice. I like it that it's by the sea. You know, I'm a seaside boy. I grew up by the... Well, I was born by the sea. I was born within the ocean. Within the depths of the ocean itself. And I emerged fully formed and tentacled. But, where's my boy? Flying up with the spider, Daedra. I don't know if I'll ever use Conjuration. I might get the mod that makes it so you can summon multiple creatures. Because then what you could do, in theory, is maybe make a Conjuration spell that summons multiple creatures at once. I wonder if that's a possibility.
Hello there.
As it is, we've seen how weak they are, right? They got absolutely annihilated. Where's Azan at? There he is. Azan, look what I can do. You're proud of me.
Here for more work, are you? I've got one last contract for you. First, though, a bit of bad news. Orain spoke with Velena about your last mission. She didn't take the news well. Orain has been expelled. And I'm sorry to do this, but you've been demoted to Defender. You'll be fine, though.
It's not really my advancement.
Look, I can't promote you.
Okay.
I've only got one more thing on my plate for you, but it's an important one. The stone of St. Alessia has been stolen from Bruma Chapel.
What's going on with the left-hand side of the screen? Is it going bonkers for everyone else?
I don't know if you're religious, but a lot of folks are. And the stone is important. Talk to Sirach in Bruma. He'll fill you in on the details. Talk to Sirach about that
Whoa.
contract.
Oh,
Make
it's the
me
spider.
proud.
I thought I got this really weird bug going on or something. It's the half-summoned, sort of formed spider danger. I really thought I had a big problem there. I had to go stop the video and shift some settings around or something.
Please, by all means.
To Bruma! Wait, I got a Bruma. I've run a Bruma. It's the town I spend the least amount of time in. Yep. Well, not including the likes of Kvatch, obviously. I think Kvatch gets rebuilt. I don't think it ever gets useful, but I do think it gets rebuilt. So why from that side? This is why I don't trust you, Bruma! Oh, wait, no, are we okay? Encoding overloaded. What do you mean? Okay, well, I'm a little concerned. But that's fine. It seems okay now. Let me inside Bruma, please. Game. Never just going to work, are you? Consistently. You've just decided that's never going to be.
Conjuring up dead things.
Hey! You can't just tell someone they smell of death. Although that's cool. That is a new one. Because obviously our conjuration's never really been high enough to justify it.
Crushed him to death.
Tragic. No, come on.
No doubt.
Don't
true.
get on Jaskar's bad side. You'll likely get a fire.
Talking about my Dark Brotherhood kill, where we loosened the Minotaur head and it fell off and bonked him on the head. Can't see a bloody thing. Get out of the way, Spider Daedra. Hello, Sirach.
Greetings, my friend. You must be from the Fighters Guild. We appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
It's said the stone was blessed by Alessia herself. And while it remains in our possession, no harm may come to our church. The relic was stolen from us not long ago. A group of men was seen leaving the chapel the night the stone was stolen. We believe they were bandits.
Oh no.
From all accounts, there were 4 or 5 of them, and they've been seen heading east on the road. Please, find the stone of St. Alessia.
Will do.
Find the stone, please.
I'm gonna leave you a spider. She'll protect you. And be sexy. The two most important things anyone can do for you, really.
Now,
Old Bay.
Be sexy and keep you safe. I mean, it's two fundamental things in a relationship, I would suggest. And I don't mean objectively sexy in like a stereotypical way. I just mean that you find your partner sexy. I hate the word sexy, so you know this is important if I'm willing to use the word. But it's true, right? I think it's true. I think it's silly when people pretend attraction's not important, but I talk about that too much of it. What's going on here? Who are you? Are you a bandit, or... I don't know if I should be trying to kill you or not. You're on your own, that makes me suspicious.
So I assume you're the one who's been sent to track us down. Damn stone was more trouble than it was worth. We stole it. I won't try to hide that now. I'm all that's left now, though. We may have stolen the stone, but we weren't the last ones to do it. The lot of us got jumped by a bunch of ogres. Partial to pretty gems, it seems. I'm the only one that survived. If you want the stone, head to Cyrodiil.
Cyrodiil.
It's not far from here. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Now just leave me.
I mean,
Go ahead. I don't care.
you are a bandit. I don't really care that you're a bandit. Oh, wait, we've already had Namira, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Sadness. God, this is... I don't travel enough at night time, I'm telling you, it's beautiful. And you catch that little bit of... yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Yeah. I think that was my bow. I just saw this freaky red light. I'm pretty sure it's my bow. There's something here. Not just Namira. Oh. Apologies if you... Oh, I forgot to log out of Discord on my PC, so if someone messages me, you're going to get a little beep. Ah, Minotaur. Well, hopefully nobody wants to message me for a little while. Ah, terrible. They are useful in that. Oh! Oh! I mean, it is a regular Minotaur. Let's not get too excited. Look at her go. Zoom. Absolutely zooming off to beat up whatever it is over here. Oh, they're fighting at the shrine. It's a gobbo. This always makes me so nervous. There we go. Good job, guys. Oh, lockpick though. Thank you very much. Level 90. So you'll notice I haven't built any custom spells for Conjuration. But because of how magic works, I kind of talked about this a little bit last time, because of how magic works, and because of how the XP scales with magic, you level up faster the more levels you gain, basically, because you gain access to bigger skills, more expensive spells, and they give you a lot more XP. And you'd think, okay, that makes sense, but because of how they've balanced it, you know, you speed up, which is probably not really the intention. Wolf? Here's something. No, it's an ogre. Huh. Right between the legs. You get him, buddy. Oh, it's Dre. Needed his soul. Oh, she started leveling up my destruction again. Preferably without dying in the process. Preferably. I'm not that picky. You know what? She's doing alright. She's doing alright, my little spider girl. I need to give them names. I like the idea that I'm summoning the same one over and over again, so they need a name. She was okay there, I would suggest. I'm going to... I need to look at her. I would have to make a new custom spell, one that lasts a longer time. That's the main problem. She's not dying at the moment. She's just getting bored and leaving, basically. What does she look like? Like, name-wise. She looks a little bit like, Flemeth from, Dragon Age. But like sexy Flemeth in Dragon Age 2, not Flemeth in Dragon Age 1. I hate the word sexy. Why am I saying it so much today? It's a word I want to be okay with. Because people will say it trying to be sexy. I'm like, well... Yeah, you know, you've got like... Everyone's got, I think, got like one or two words they hate. It was moist for everyone in high school at one point. Because... Mainly because of how my mother, frankly, but whatever. Moist. 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 It was a whole thing. I don't feel this is the route they intended to take, by the way. I'm pretty sure there's a better way around to wherever the hell it is I'm going. I am become Mountain Goat, Destroyer of Worlds. Alright, I can talk about myself now. There's enough time talking about Oblivion. I can talk about my life. So, I'm keeping you up to date on Bite Force and stuff like that. The hope is to launch soon. Really is the plan. It's always the plan, admittedly, but it is the plan. I know I could have fast traveled closer, by the way. I wanted to. I think when it's in the rough area, it's nicer to walk. It kind of makes you feel more like you're part of the world. Again, this is probably not how you're meant to walk, but whatever. Walk this way. I got for my acrobatics, I'll say that much. But I had a bit of a revelation yesterday. So when you're recording slow motion footage, you need specific lights. And I have a decent set, you know, I spent a few £100 on 2 lights. And they have to be, you either have to get the correct voltage. Basically, because AC current, well, it's alternating, right? So if you record that at a really high frame rate, which is essentially all slow motion footage is. It's very high frame rate footage. You get flickering effect because the camera will pick up the alternation in the current, in the AC current, right? So either you get one that matches the... I can't remember exactly how you do that, so because I didn't do that. Or, oh no, Discord, shut up. Or you get LED lights, for example. Or you can get a very, very, very high wattage bulb, lumen bulb, if you're like professional, you know, £10,000, £20,000 on lights. That's often what you'll go for. But the obvious answer is to go for LEDs. A decent LED light will not flicker, just because they don't function the same way. Again, I don't know in that much detail in case that wasn't obvious. But that much is true at the very least. I'm going to stop when we get inside. So I might just hang outside for a second to summon spiders and talk about what I want to talk about. You have to forgive me. Sorry, Flemeth, I'm kind of playing with you a bit here, aren't I, girl? But anyways, so... The problem with slow motion footage, and you'll have, you know, if you've watched my Bite Force videos, you'll have noticed this. The problem with slow motion footage in general is you need a lot of light to make it work, because you're recording... Let's say regular slow motion footage is at least 240 FPS. I record at 250 FPS at the moment on Bite Force. So you record at, say, 240, 250 FPS. That means the frame, the shutter... I knew you were going to try to kill me. Is opening and shutting 240 times in a second, right? It's moving, it's opening and shutting very, very fast. And the problem with that, of course, is that means you get less light, because there's less time for the light to get inside. The shutter opens for a split moment, a 240th of a second, right? So there's no time for the light to get in, basically. So to do proper slow motion footage, what you need is a big light source. You need a very strong light source. One that's powerful enough that when the shutter opens, there's enough time for as much light as possible to get in and illuminate whatever it is you're trying to film, right? That makes sense? And the recommendation for even fairly regular slow motion footage is about, we do it in watts. You're talking 400-ish watts, 400 to 500 for like high FPSs, but at least, you know, 300 plus to say the least. Guess how many I was using? 36. So, yeah. It was a problem that I've always thought my slow motion footage was very weak looking, and I wasn't really sure why, because as far as I was aware, I bought these lights ages ago, way before I knew anything, but I kind of trusted myself from years ago that when I bought these lights, I'd been intelligent enough to research what lights I needed. That doesn't turn out to have been the case. I mean, I got LED lights and they work well, but they are absolutely not appropriate for recording slow motion footage. Not at all. But very excitingly, now annoyingly actually, first, I've already recorded 30 slow motion videos and they're all crap. But it is what it is. But tomorrow, arriving tomorrow, I've got a very powerful 350 watt light that could, in theory, let me do slow motion up to... I did some calculations, and basically, based on how much it drops down the f-stop and stuff, I should, in theory, have about 20 times more light coming in. So my plan is not just to have better footage at 250 FPS, and it would be monumentally better, but my plan is to hopefully go up to like 1000 FPS and still have monumentally better footage. You know, that's the kind of thing I'm dealing with here, where I can slow the footage down 4 times what it is now, which usually would be essentially pitch black with my current setup, alright? Just because there's not enough light coming in at all. And I can slow it down 4 times and still have it high quality. I may end up settling on like 700, 800, we'll have to wait and see, but the point is it's going to make a humongous difference. And I'm very annoyed that I didn't realise it sooner, my god. On the plus side, I've got a lava lamp to crush, which I'm very excited and a little bit nervous about. And I'm going to get that in hyper slow motion, and it's going to look awesome. It's gonna look so cool. There we go. Through steady practice, you've discovered more creatures to summon from the plains of Oblivion. You are now a master of conjuration magic. Right, what's next on the list then? Anyways, yeah, I'm very excited. Like I said, I'm annoyed that I didn't figure it out sooner because I've recorded so many crushes that haven't come out well just because of this problem. And if I'd known, things would be different. But I didn't, so it is what it is. Mysticism. What am I doing from? Didn't I have a Isn't it really annoying, the mysticism one? So what's my highest level conjuration skill now? Let's have a look here. 109. I always click the wrong button. 109. I don't think I'm gonna get higher than that. I mean, there might be better ones out there, but Dremora Lord seems to be the one to use. I mean, not for leveling it, for, you know. Did I not make a craft mist? I feel like I made a craft mist. Craft. Well, it would be in C, wouldn't it? Maybe it's not in self, though. Crack. Craft your body. Okay, we need to make a craft mist. Go do that at some point. Hello? That is my Dremora Lord. What a baller. I guess we'll focus on using Fireball a little bit more going forward. Right, anyways, we can now head into Cyrodiil. But anyways, yes, I'm very, very excited about this light. I'm very annoyed with myself, and the room is going to be a monster. I've already got 2 cameras on 2 big tripods, 2 big fill lights, which are staying. The lights are staying because they're useful for bounce light and stuff. And I'm throwing in an extra light. It's going to be a little bit crazy. Sometimes I've got 3 cameras set up. I've always got at least 2 cameras set up. The room is not big as it is. It's got a press in it. It's got 2 presses in it. And it's got storage for all the stuff that I crush. And it's got a massive bloody air compressor. There is no room already, and I'm adding an extra massive light. It's going to be a nightmare to operate in. But, that's his life. This is a strange place for ogres to be, don't you think? This is not... These Aelid ruins is not what I would usually associate with ogres. I need to make sure I don't die. I'm a little apprehensive about that. Oh, level up marksman, level up destruction. Sounds like a win. That was just one of them, you know? I took a bit of a beating. I probably, realistically, need to make a more low-key healing spell. It's always useful. I think these fully recharge a single item, you know. I might end up just keeping these with me instead of tossing them. Selling them. I think the Vala Stones restore every item, and the Vacant, whatever the hell they're called, restore single items, maybe? Not sure. Guess we'll find out. Anyways, I'm excited. I'm gonna keep talking about it. I also bought, I bought a few other things as well. I got a little RGB light panel, quite a cheap one, because it's not. So basically, I'm gonna have 4 lights. Is the idea. So I'm gonna have my main light, which will be the new one, the 350 watt one coming tomorrow. I'm gonna have 2 fill lights, which are the ones that I always have at the moment, and they're kind of gonna sit close to the item and kind of soften up some of the shadows and stuff like that. And then I wanted a rim light, so I'm gonna have a little RGB LED panel that I'm gonna attach directly behind the press, below the object or above it. I'm not quite sure yet. Oh, hello. The idea is that will basically cast a bit of light upwards just behind, sort of catching the back end of the light. Oh, less chameleon. That'll catch the back end of the object and kind of give it like a nice rim light. You know, like a little backlight you see if you're trying to make like a dramatic effect. And in the past, I painted the wall behind the objects white, and I think I've decided that isn't what I want to do. I think white is probably gonna, especially now that I did it because it brightens things up, you know? Obviously, the light reflects off the white and then it brightens up the object. I haven't really loved how it looks. But with black, some objects just disappeared because I just didn't have the lighting strength to light them against a black backdrop. But now that I've got that, rather than painting the wall over and over again, I've got a crossbar stand coming and a big blackout sheet, basically, which I'll just drape over the bar. And that's like 30 quid, 40 quid that cost me for... I think I spent... I can't remember how much I spent. I got something else as well. What else did I get? I bought a few things yesterday. I just spent... With the lights, I spent a few hundred in total. And it should hopefully massively upgrade the quality of the Bite Force videos. I mean, the main ones are always going to look... Oh, that's what I also bought. My dad recently went to Machu Picchu because he's a dick. I'm very jealous. And he took my camera. I've got a proper DSLR. It's a good. I've got a D750 from many years ago now, but it's a really nice camera. It's a really good photography camera. And so he took that with him. So I started using my DJI Pocket 3 to record Bite Force. And the Pocket 3 is really good. It's got a gimbal on it, and that means, you know, the footage is really steady and it seems pretty good quality, yada yada yada. But it's also a teeny tiny thing with a teeny tiny sensor. I can't control the exposure that well. I can't control the f-stop. I can't change lenses, yada yada yada. I don't know if people care about this stuff, but I find this stuff really interesting, so I'm gonna keep talking about it. So I'm gonna swap back to the D750 now that I've got my camera back. That should make the footage look a little bit more cinematic, I guess. But the problem as well is, of course, I'm shining this horrendously bright light directly at the object, essentially. It's going to be pointing straight at its face, is the idea. Because I want to douse it in light, right? And I've got a reflector coming with the light, and that should hone the beam even tighter to get even more light on the object that I'm lighting. I also want to be able to control the beam because you want to avoid lighting up the backdrop. And where's this bloody button? 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 No idea. I assume that's what I'm looking for. Button or a lever. It's usually a button. You're very pretty, but you're not very helpful. It's me all over that. Button? Button. I was hoping I'd just jump over. Although, oh, am I meant to, it's there, isn't it? Oh, okay. There is actually a mod. You can't shoot through those, as you just saw, but there is actually a mod to let you do that. I guess I can go over there, yeah. There's a mod that lets you shoot through those holes. Every hole's a goal. Right, okay. Straightforward? Yeah. But anyway, so I'm going to swap back to the D750, but there's a lot of lights, so you get something called an ND filter. And you know what, to be honest, folks, off the top of my head, could not tell you what an ND filter is. Completely forgotten. I do know, but I've completely forgotten. But it's a filter, if you're trying to take, if you see people who take time lapses of like, hello? Oh, hi. Wait, how are you behind me? That I don't get. If you see people who take photos of, you know, like rushing water, and it gets that really soft, misty kind of look to it, because you don't do a time lapse. Time lapse isn't the right word. You take a very, very slow photo. Basically, you leave the shutter open for a really long time, let all this light in, and you get this soft, lovely water effect, right? If you see people take nice photos of waterfalls, that's what they're doing. They're taking a very opened up picture. The problem is when you let too much light in, you also right, let me explain that further. So you think about it, that makes sense, right? Basically, the shutter's open, there's light coming in, the photo is being taken, and that makes the water look like it's soft because the photo is essentially recording the movement of the water across several seconds, across like a few seconds maybe, right? So it looks softer because it's in motion, it's blended, it's got a motion blur on it essentially. But obviously you're letting in tons of light at the same time, which is good for photography to an extent, but you also end up with overexposed photographs. If you let in too much light, that's a bad thing. Photography, 99% of photography, honestly, is not about angles, it's not about subject or anything like that. It's about light control. It really is all about light control, good photography. Anyways, what you do is you put an ND filter on your camera, and that blocks out some of the light rays, even on these long exposures, and helps you get those really nice, long, smooth exposures for water and stuff like that. So I've got a adjustable ND filter coming tomorrow as well that I can put on DSLR, and that will hopefully... Oh, I should actually kill one of these with my bow to get my enchantment back. Oopsie daisy. And that will hopefully allow me to get loads and loads of light in, but control the amount of light at the same time. Because what I don't want to do is have to take 2 video recordings. I need the DSLR and the slow motion to record at the same time. But the slow motion requires tons of light, whereas the DSLR just needs like a normal amount of light, right? So you have to adjust down on your DSLR to accommodate for that. I think I'm nearly done talking about this. I think I've run out of things to talk about, finally. Anyways, yeah, so I'm leveling up my setup dramatically tomorrow. I'm just going to check my... Trying to do things on my phone at the same time. Right, I need to kill you as much as possible with destruction. Oh, I guess I don't, technically, actually. Gotta mix up your attacks, buddy. Actually, what I'll do is I'll switch to my Crimson. Okay, I don't actually want to fight these guys like this, because that's going very, very badly. Ah! Ah! Go away! Get paralyzed! Get paralyzed! Ah! Please don't die. Thank you. You were meant to die the second time. Right, so I've got the... Oh, I just got a tripod as well for my little LED light. That's all it was. So that's my 5. I've got a tripod, a little LED light, a cross thing, a cross beam support, a black backdrop, a big light, a tripod for the big light, a tripod for the LED light. Is that it? Oh, and the ND filter. There we go. Sorted. It matters, okay? I need to know what's coming. Ah, so many bloody ogres. So many ogres. I'm ogre it. Anyways. Shield of Summer. Frost Shield himself, 8%. Now that the shields of summer come home. Right, what am I doing? I thought this was the right way, and that's a dead end. Unless I'm meant to jump over here. Oh no, that's the locked door. Okay. Something just opened. Is that a timer? Run. There we go. Slip slide. I need a mod that adds this. Wait, no, I've been here as well. It's this way. Run. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, let's go back to the temple. That's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very, sort of, it's some serious veneration from the ogres there, with how they've behaved with this thing, you know, locked it all away behind an elaborate locking mechanism, and then placed it gently onto an altar and everything. It's very there's a word I'm looking for. I mean, veneration is a good word in general, but that's not the exact word I was looking for. I don't know, it's very little boy of them. Little ogres. I know what I mean. Right. Well, while we're here, let's go back home and see what we can do for alteration in terms of a training spell. It's already quite high, so I must have been doing something. I'm just not sure what. I swear I had a craft all. I don't know why I can't see it. Hey ho. Hey ho, hey ho. It's off to work we go. Right, let's have a look. Alteration. Feather. Oh, is that what I was doing? It's actually, wait, let me see if I can get a level in alteration from this before we do anything else. Why is this not working? Is it alteration or is it mysticism? Am I being stupid? Looks cool though, doesn't it? These little blue feathers. It's nice. But it might be mysticism. It is mysticism, right, okay. Okay, mysticism, clairvoyance. I can make an expensive clairvoyance. We could make a life detection. I need a much more. These are all very cheap, so they're not gonna be very useful. I don't think spell reflect will work. All right. Because I think it's probably like shield where you have to get attacked for it to do anything. Okay, let's see what we can do with detect life. Pew, pew. Okay. I'll do. Craft mist. I'm just going to call it detect life. Alright, sweet. Sweet. Craft. Eventually, these will all be done. And I'll be able to actually have spells in my bar that I care about. I say that, I don't really have room. Well, one good heal spell, my invisibility spell, a good destruction spell, and probably a summon. Just need to once again make sure this is actually working. I've been leveled up again. Crazy. That's a slightly obnoxious one, so this might be one that I do on my own time. Do I care what you think? But it's not as subtle as the ones I like. You know, it creates this, and this is what we did in the past. I do remember that now. I think we leveled it up so that I could make the soul spell, whatever you want to call it. Tell you what, we'll go turn this in while we're here, and then we'll go to bed, and we'll level up our speechcraft again. Absolutely zooming up. Once this spell school is done, though, it's gonna really, really slow down. Destruction's a lot harder to level, and that and this are the only ones left, you know.
Greetings, Imperial.
What's...
Have you found it? Have you brought back the Stone of St. Alessia?
I have brought back the Stone of St. Alessia.
Ah, you found it. I can't thank you enough. Your work is greatly appreciated. Here, take these. I wish I could give you more.
I wish you could too.
Bless you.
See you later. What did you give me? I saw a potion. You know, we do this for the love of the game. We do this because we're a good person. We don't do it for rewards. I mean, it's not wrong. We don't really do any of the guilds for rewards at this point. I do them for completion, for curiosity, for liking the missions. I don't really care about the rewards at this point in time. I don't think gear-wise we're going to change at all. Logically, it probably makes sense to transition to heavy armor, but Why am I here? Oh. I'll drop off some ingredients while I'm here, I guess. I think I came here to go to bed, which is very unnecessary. We do have a lot of ingredients. Alrighty. But we're going level 36. Still need 22 more levels. I think the cap is... I think I can get to like 90 something, but I can't max it out. Strength and whatever. Strength, so we do a little bit more damage with the blade, although I think that is something this game fixed, that your strength does not actually improve your blade damage anymore. I think dagger... Well, no, strength is good for blades, but I believe daggers are now based on agility rather than strength. Not sure. It's really annoying. I really don't like that one. I think this might be one that I kind of tab out well, not tab out, but I kind of sit here AFK at the end of the video and I'll hammer it up to 75 and then we'll go make another spell and we'll hammer that one up to 100 maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, I should have gone talk to Tandilaway.
Quite the silver tongue.
Oh, mate, you have no idea. Alright, I'll turn this question, see what's happening, and then we'll go talk to Tandilaway. It's the only character in the game who just screams Welsh to me. I wish more people did. I wish more people just walked up to me and go, Welsh! Welsh! But alas. I am Sons Welsh. I like Wales.
How are you?
Had a good time living there for a year.
Thanks for asking.
Did I only live in Wales for a year? Wow, I did. Hey, bud.
What's the status of the Stone of Saint Alessia? Have you returned it to Cyrodiil yet?
I have. Now get my bloody rank back.
Well done. You've put in good work for me. I only wish I had more. Things are a little lean right now, as I'm sure you know. Here's your payment. I've got nothing more for you, my friend. I believe Burrs has one further assignment, but that is all. I wish you luck. Go to it.
Okay, that will be probably our maybe penultimate mission, because we've kind of had this problem in Coral, I think. I think I'm going to Leywin now, right? We've had the problem, we've got demoted, the guild leader's annoyed that her son is dead, I guess. Seems like a silly thing to be annoyed about, or whatever. And then we get sent to Zan for a mission, we get sent to Burrs for a mission, and then assumedly, I mean, that's their final missions, so we have to go back to Thingamajiggy, Coral, and do something there. Till then, to Leywin. I guess. That's what it feels like, anyway. Been quite a hefty one, the Fire Guild. I feel like we've done a lot of missions. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Right, if I was a Fighters Guild, I would be this big red building over here. Eh? Whoa. What was that noise? Who was eating an apple? There's no one even here, man. That was so loud. That was like they were eating an apple, like an ASMR apple eating video. Do I leave that on in the background? I'm not really into my ASMR, so I'd be surprised. Where you at, Burrs? Go wait till more appropriate time. Give him... Oh, I've got a phone call from EE. Who cares? Why EE ringing me of all people? I'm just ignoring her. Shut up. EE are phone providers, by the way, in this country, just in case you don't know who EE are. I'll be something about...
Yes.
Oh, you could get a lemon if you upgrade to a 7-year contract with us. But I don't want a lemon or a 7-year contract. Actually, I do want a lemon, but...
Well met.
Where's Burrs?
Sugar and sands, friend.
Burrs. Buddy. Burrs. He's never here when I want to find him, man. He's always off walking in the middle of the bloody town. I think my best bet is honestly just like wait.
Hello there.
What's going on with you?
A couple
I
hours
hear
at a time. I don't feel like he gets here till the afternoon, you know. He's not a morning worker.
Hail.
Hi there.
I literally can't carry on the mission, this quest line, until I find Burrs.
You've got quite the silver tongue.
Yeah, well, so people tell me. Just left me a voicemail. Who leaves a voicemail in 2025? It is a bit silly that I don't get a mission directing me to him because... Ah, there he is, Burrs! You're not Burrs, you're Sharina. Sorry, Sharina, that was quite insulting, I'm sure. Burrs! Where is he? If this doesn't work, I'm going to go find his house. I'm going to break in and talk to him. Because God knows what else I'm meant to do. Let's nip back upstairs, we'll have a look in the rooms. He's got to be here somewhere. He's a hard-working orc of the people. I don't like this Fighters Guild. Layout's stupid. Birds. Why is all these locked doors in here? I am a defender of the Fighters Guild. I'm very unimportant. Why aren't all these doors open to me? Burrs. Burrs? No, you're not Burrs.
How are you?
Right, I'm just gonna go find his house. This is a nightmare. From which there is no escape, seemingly. I've got this bloody portal all over me. Not in a sexy way. I don't remember this ever being such a problem in the past, right? What I need to do is check the map. Just go bonkers for some reason. Try to find Burrs' house. Burrs. Busy. House for sale? How could there be a house for sale? Surely I own... Do I not own the house in Leowin? Maybe I don't. Interesting. I don't know where he lives, man. I don't know. Well, last time I found him out in the street. I remember he was near the bridge. Am I in the wrong town? I could be in the wrong town. Wait, am I in the wrong town? This is not the town I have in my head. I thought Burrs was in Leowin. I thought Coral, Leowin, and Anvil were the three. But I don't think Burrs is here. I've got the town. I can picture it in my head. I don't think it's Leowin. Am I going crazy? Is it Breville? I think it's Breville. Is this why I can never find him? The other day as well. Was I in completely the wrong place? It's the one. Oh, no, wait, no. No, it's not Breville. It's not Breville. It's the one. I can picture it in my head. It's not Skingrad. It's not Kvatch. Is it Shadenhall? I think it's Shadenhall. I can picture him walking over a bridge, but it's like a little baby bridge for babies. Yeah, it is. It's Shadenhall. I was in the wrong town. I think. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a second. I've just got... I think because we had a mission in Leowin, Leowin's kind of stuck in my head now. But I'm 90% sure this is right. Oopsie daisy. Once again, begin the mission of finding the goddamn place. But this is why I saw Burrs last time. I'm pretty sure I saw him over here on the bridge.
Oh. Hello.
You okay, Tertia? All these people just standing in the middle of the street, staring into oblivion. Get it? Is this right? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. In the morning. I'm sorry, Bez. I was very rude to you because I assumed you were slacking. Like, he just doesn't roll in till 4 PM or something. He's just like me for real, for real. It's probably a lot too early, actually. It's got 2 hours later. Does no one work in this town? Where is everyone? Am I going to spend all... I feel like I'm going to spend the entire video just trying to get my next mission. I mean, okay, we've done enough other things already, but still. Where you at, man? This guild is so dead. There's nobody here. Buzz!
I assume you're back for more work, because I don't see a big need to chat with you.
Buzz, you don't know what I've gone through to find you. Why are you being like this?
I've got more for you. Important stuff, actually. You need to go talk to Lord Rugdumph.
I'm sorry, say that again?
He's an Orcish noble, a fine man. Our families go back a bit. Anyway, his daughter is missing. Head to his estate and talk to him. Find his daughter, and mind your manners. I don't want you embarrassing me. A fine model of an Orcish woman. Now go find her, and don't be rude, or she'll rip your ears off. Go help Lord Rugdumph, and wipe that smile off your face.
Mate, you can't even see my smile. I'm a freaking ninja. Thank God for that, folks. Thank God for that. I'm sure some of you will be sat home watching me wander around Leowin confused, going, what is he doing? What is going on? But there's so much information, and I'm playing other games at the same time. You know, you don't necessarily always keep all this information. I remember going here. You know, steady. I just started another recording for, I guess, the game that's probably going to follow this, or I don't know if this will end before Expedition 33 does. I actually have no idea. Because Expedition 33 has about 33 more episodes to go. 34, 45, I think, actually. About 35. Are we done with Oblivion within 35 episodes? Maybe. I'm not as convinced this is going to be like a gigantic playthrough as I originally thought. I mean, it's already, you know, it's still going to be in the 80s or 90s, I suspect. But I suspect that's probably where it ends. But we'll see. It doesn't really matter either way. I'm just thinking ahead what I'm going to do next, you know? Man, I really am very easily pleased. Lady Rugdumph.
Speaketh you on.
Oh, Lord Rugdumph, sorry. Oh, wait. I'm allowed it, sweet. Thank Rugdumph.
Ah, you are from the Fighters Guild, I resume. Good show.
Resume?
I am Lord Rugdumph Groshurgak. Let us conversate on the Lady Rugbutt.
All I've ever wanted to do with you, mate, is converse on the Lady Rugbutt.
I fear that whilst out rock-picking, she was apprehensive, stolen away. My suspension is that ogres have abjected her.
Oh, no.
Please search to the east of my sprawling abode. They have been known to vacate these premises. I am most gracious and truly woeful.
Okay, buddy.
Please rescue my daughter from those brutes. I fear for her safe return. I am Lord Rugdumph Groshurgak. How may I persist you?
I love him.
Horrible creatures, replete with horror and evil. They roam freely eastward of the estate. I look forward to you exterminating them. They say a thief actually stole one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Library. Who would have thought it was even possible?
You can tell that that's not a unique line to him, because he talks in a very specific way, right? Clearly the idea here being that he's an orc who's risen to nobility, and therefore he feels the need to put on airs and sound fancy, so he starts speaking with words that he maybe doesn't fully understand, because he was talking absolute goddamn nonsense for half of that sentence, those sentences. Bless him, he's trying. It's snowing. I need to spend more time in the north. But yeah, clearly that's the idea. And then you ask him about rumors, so it's like, yeah, all this is going down. There's a thief, etc., etc. You know, he's perfectly legible and standard. Anyways, no point getting that started when we are so close to the end of the video, so we'll end it there. I will probably level up my mysticism just a few more levels, get it to 74 or so. Stretch. And then we can make our 75 spell in the next video as well. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye.